भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। पाप कटे दुख मिटे लेत राम नाम। पाप कटे दुख मिटे लेत राम नाम। भव समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम नाम। भव समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम नाम। Together, Shri Ram Ram Ram, Shri Ram Ram Ram, Shri Ram Ram Ram, Shri Ram Ram Ram। परम शांति सुख निधान दिव्य राम नाम। परम शांति सुख निधान दिव्य राम नाम। निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम। निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम। श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम। परम गोप्य परम इष्ट मंत्र राम नाम। परम गोप्य परम इष्ट मंत्र राम नाम। संत हृदय सदा वसत एक राम नाम। संत हृदय सदा बसत एक राम नाम। श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम। महादेव सतत जपत दिव्य राम नाम। महादेव सतत जपत दिव्य राम नाम। काशी मरत मुक्ति करत कहत राम नाम। काशी मरत मुक्ति करत कहत राम नाम। श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम। माता पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम। माता पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम। भक्त जनन जीवन धन एक राम नाम। भक्त जनन जीवन धन एक राम नाम। श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम श्री राम राम राम। श्री राम जय जय 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 राम। जय जय राम। जय जय राम। अतुलित बलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं धनुजवन कृशानं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। After having burnt the Lanka, Hanumanji goes and prostrates in front of Sita Mata. He gets that Chudamani, crushed jewel, gets the message from Sita Mata and returns. All the monkeys were very happy seeing Hanumanji successfully returned. Whatever Hanumanji did, the message was given to Bhagavan. Bhagavan felt really grateful. He said, Hanuman, I am not even able to stand in front of you. I am so indebted by whatever you have done that I don't think I'll ever be able to free myself from this debt. So as Bhagavan said this, his eyes was filled with tears, voice were choked with emotion. Hanumanji was very happy that Bhagavan was pleased with his service. But then immediately Hanumanji prostrates to Bhagavan. What does he say? Trahimam, Trahimam, Bhagavan, save me. Save me from what? Save me from my own ego. Because this was the greatest test. Sakshat Bhagavan himself was praising Hanumanji, not some ordinary person. So Hanumanji said, Bhagavan, save me. So what did Bhagavan do? Bhagavan tried to lift him. He did not get up. Finally, Bhagavan blesses him. Then lifts him, hugs him, makes him sit next to him. Says, Hanuman, tell me, how did you do this? Crossing the ocean, burning the Lanka. You did much, much more than what was expected of you. So Hanumanji said, Bhagavan, all this thing happened only because of your grace. We are just monkeys. We know only one thing, jumping from one branch to another. So whatever has happened, it is only because of your grace. So Hanumanji refused to take any credit for whatever success he had achieved. Then Hanumanji said, Bhagavan, you said that what can I give you? There is nothing to give. No, Bhagavan, there is one thing which you can give. What is that? Bhakti. What kind of bhakti? Anapayini, Sukhadayini bhakti. Bhakti which is most blissful. Bhakti which is single pointed. Bhakti which is unwavering. Bhagavan, this devotion at your lotus feet, this is what I seek from you. Bhagavan said, Eva mastu. May it be so. All the monkeys were very happy listening to these blessings of the Lord. They celebrated the event, chanting the glory of the Lord. So here we had stopped yesterday. Yes, then what happened? So now Bhagavan said, okay, now that we know where Sita is, now why should there be any delay? Let us proceed. So therefore Sugreeva was informed. Sugreeva, gather all the commanders, all the monkeys and the bears. Let us get ready to proceed towards the seashore. So all of them gathered. They were in full spirits. Prabhupada pankaja navahi sisa garjahi bhalu mahabalakisa. All of them prostrated in front of the Lord. And then they roared. All of them were full of inspiration, enthusiasm. Now Bhagavan looked at them. And Bhagavan knew that these monkeys are in no match compared to the rakshasas, the dhanavas. They were mighty. In fact, these monkeys were mere food for the rakshasas. So you can imagine the kind of, mismatch between rakshasas and monkeys. So what did Bhagavan do? Dekhi Ram sakal kapisena chitai kripa kari rajivanena. Bhagavan looked at these monkeys and the bears. With that kataksha drishti, just by that look, what happened? Ram kripa bal pai kapinda bhaye pacha jato manahu girinda. Just by that look of that Bhagavan, all these monkeys who were generally powerless, unfit to fight this great battle, all these monkeys became so strong just by that look, as though they were mountains with wings. You see, this is a very, very important point. So what Bhagavan sees is not whether we are capable or incapable. What Bhagavan says is whether we are available. You see, it's a very important point. Are we available? Bas. About talents and abilities, don't worry about that. It will come. Whatever responsibilities are given to you, you will be empowered. Hold on to the Lord and proceed. That's all we need to do. Whether success is going to come, failure is going to come, don't worry about it. Are we available to walk the path shown by the Lord? Are we ready to please the Lord? So this was the attitude of those monkeys. They never bothered whether they are going to succeed or fail, whether they are capable. Just imagine their confidence. Hanumanji inspired all of them. In fact, we should say all credit should go to Hanumanji. That one Hanumanji inspired everyone. And then Bhagavan, just by a mere look, empowered all of them to face the rakshasas. Then all of them marched toward the seashore. Now let us leave them there. All of them gathered there, settled there, eating fruits, roots, etc. Now let us see what happened to what was happening simultaneously in Lanka. What was happening there? So after Hanumanji's leaving Lanka, everybody there was in fear. And in their mind there was only one thought. If just a messenger can do this, what will happen if Master himself enters along with the army? One monkey they were not able to handle. He created such a devastation, and we were not able to even catch him. If this is the power of a Duta, then what will happen if the Master himself comes? Everybody was scared. They were not publicly speaking about it, but in every household this was the discussion. Mandodari came to know through her female spies what was happening in different houses. So one night when Ravana returned, she went to Ravana in secret, in solitude, prostrated in front of Ravana, and then she pleaded, "Oh Lord, please return back Sita. This is what is good for you." If this Rakshasa Vamsha, if it is a bed of roses, then this act of yours, rather, Sita is like that frosty night. It seems frosty night is very bad for lotus. So Rakshasa Vamsha, if it is bed of lotus, she is like that frosty night. It will destroy every one of us. So therefore, O Lord, this is my humble submission, humble request. Please, if all these demon rays, if they are compared to frogs, then Bhagavan's arrow is like serpent. It will destroy all of us. So therefore, please give up this insistence. Please stop being stubborn. So though Mandodari said this, what was Ravana's reaction? Again he laughed. He said, these women, they are always like this. Full of fear. Full of negativity. They always talk inauspicious things. This is the most auspicious thing. You must celebrate. See, these monkeys are the food for the rakshasas. Food is coming automatically. So this is something to be celebrated. You see? What is inauspicious there? Our rakshasas will get wonderful fresh food, live food. And then he laughed, embraced her, expressed his love, and then went to the court. There was a meeting arranged. So all the courtiers were there. And that Duta, he comes and gives the information. Oh Lord, the latest news is, on the other side, our enemy, they have camped on the seashore. Ravana looked at the courtiers and said, okay, what should we do? What should be our next step? So all of them said, oh Lord, there is nothing to be done. Because you are a person who has conquered Sura, Asura, all Characharas. You are the Lord of the three worlds. What are these human beings and monkeys? They are nobody. You have conquered even the Devatas. Then what to talk of these human beings and monkeys? Even though they were telling this, in their mind, they were full of fear. But nobody dared to speak anything in front of Ravana. So then there is a word of wisdom which is given here. Sachiv Vaid Guru Tini Jo Priya Bolahi Bhaya As Raj Dharma Tan Tini Kar Hoi Begahi Nas. If these three people start telling lies, who are they? Sachiv, ministers, Vaid, physician, Guru. If these three people start being dishonest, not telling the truth, so then we are going to lose these three things. What? If a minister start telling a lie, then that king will lose his kingdom. If physician starts telling lie, what will we lose? And why should they tell a lie? Bolahi bhaya as, out of greed, out of fear. These are the two reasons why a person can tell lie. Greed for money, fear of life. So if a physician start telling lie, very soon our life will be lost. If a guru start telling lies, then dharma is lost. Our spiritual progress is lost. We no more progress spiritually. So all these three people should speak the truth. But that is not what is happening here. So this way, all the courtiers present, Astuti karahi sunai. They were flattering him. All sycophants had gathered. Nobody was telling the truth. So at that time, Vibhishana enters into the scene. He prostrates in front of Ravana, takes a seat. Ravana asks him, Vibhishana, what do you say? Tell me, what is your opinion? So then Vibhishana says, Kama Krodha Madalobha Sab Nath Narak Ke Panth Sab Parihari Raghubir Hi Bhajahu Bhajehi Jehi Sant. O Lord, the greatest tragedy is In every action of yours, these four things are seen. What are they? Kama, Krodha, Mada, Lobha. Kama, lust. Krodha, anger. Mada, arrogance. Lobha, greed. O Lord, Sab, Nath, Narak ke Panth. All these things are doorways to hell. Any person who is not alert about all these. Actually, this teaching is again coming from Bhagavad Gita. Trividham narakasyedam dvaram nashanam atmanah kama krodhastatha lobha tasmade tatrayam tyajet. Trividham narakasya idam dwaram. Three doorways to hell. What are they? Kama, Krodha, Lobha. So here, Mada is also added. The very source of Kama, Krodha, Lobha is Mada. So that source, the source is the ego, the arrogance. Any egoistic person cannot have control over any of these things. All the vicious tendencies, they emerge from the ego. So therefore, O Lord, in every action of yours, these things are seen. So therefore, please give this up. Sab pariharihi raghubhirahi bhajahu. Worship the Lord. Surrender your ego unto the Lord. Once the ego is gone, you will be able to win over all these negativities. Why should I surrender to Lord? Now Vibhishana gives the advice. Loving advice. With good intention to save his brother. Because Vibhishana truly loved his brother. So what was the advice given? Tat Ram nahi nar bhupala Bhuvaneshwar kalahu kar kala Brahma anamaya aj bhagavanta Vyapak ajit anadi ananta Godvijadhenu devahitakari Kripa sindhu manushatanudhari Janaranjana bhanjana khalbrata Veda dharma rachaka suno Tahi bayaruta jinaya matha Pranatarati bhanjana raghunatha Dehunatha prabhu kahu baidehi Bhajahu Rama binu hetu sanehi Sharanagaye prabhu tahu na tyaga Vishwadroha krita aghaje laga Jasunama trayatapana savana Soi prabhu pragat Soi prabhu pragat samujhu jiya ravan Bar bar pad lagaun Binaya karau dasa sisa Parihari Bajahu ko saladhis siyavar Ramachandra ki jai Anasota Hanuman ki jai Umapati Mahadev ki jai Bolo bhai sab santana ki jai. Yes. So the essence of the teaching is found here. Oh brother, oh dear brother, Ram nahi narabhupala. Please don't misunderstand Rama to be an ordinary human king. Bhuvaneshwar, he is a lord of this universe. Kalahu karakala, he is a death of even Lord Death. Even Yamaraj is standing there out of fear for Bhagavan. His death is also decided by Bhagavan. death of death. Who is he? Brahma. That Brahma which is mentioned in all the Vedas, that Brahman he is. Anamaya, imperishable. Aja, unborn. Bhagavanta, he is the Lord. Vyapaka, he is all-pervading. Ajita, unconquerable. You can never conquer him. Anadi, beginningless. Ananta, endless. He is that infinite Lord. He has taken avatar for the protection of Go, the earth, Dvija, holy people, Dhenu, cows, Deva, devatas. So he is the one who protects all the sattvic entities in the society. Kripa Sindhu is an ocean of compassion. Manusha Tanudhari, now he has taken a human form and now he is present in front of us. Janaranjana Bhanjana Kalabrata, he protects the virtuous and punishes the wicked. Oh brother, Veda Dharma Rachaka Sunubhrata, he is the protector of the Vedas. He is a protector of the dharma. Oh brother, so therefore, Tahi Bayaruteji Nayamata, bow down to him. Give up all enmity and hostility against him. He is Pranatarati Bhanjana. He is the one who destroys all the afflictions of those who have surrendered unto him. So therefore, brother, Dehunath Prabhu Kahu Bedehi, please give back Sita. Bhajahu Ram Binu Hetu Sanehi, that Bhagavan is of unconditional love. So therefore worship him, sing his glories. Sharanagati Prabhu Tahu na Tyaga, he will never abandon a person who has surrendered unto him. Even if he be Viswadroha Krata Aghajehilaga, he would have done sin against the whole world. Even then, anyone who surrenders unto him, he forgives him. Jasu namatraya tapana savana, soi prabhu pragata samujujiya Ravana. O Ravana, please understand, chanting his name, remembering him, we become free from all afflictions. The three tapas, tapatrayas. That Bhagavan has come now. Bar padalaga, again and again I fall at your feet. I sincerely request you, Parihari Mana Moha Mada, give up this Mana Moha Mada, arrogance, delusion, infatuation, ego, and then worship the Lord. Oh Lord, this is not my request, it has come from your own grandfather, Pulastya Rishi. This, whatever I have said, it is a message from Pulastya Rishi, your grandfather. He has just sent a messenger, and this was the message. So when Vibhishana spoke like this, Malyavant was seated in the Sabha. Who is Malyavant? Ravana's mother's brother. Ravana's uncle Malyavant. He was there. He immediately got up. He was so happy. Listening to these words of Vibhishana, he said, "O Ravana, this Vibhishana is truly Niti Vibhushana." This Vibhishana is a Vibhushana. Vibhushana means ornament. He is an ornament of wisdom. So therefore, listen to what he is saying. What he is saying is absolutely right. Malyavant got up and said this. At that time, Ravana was so irritated. He shouted, "Who is there? These two fellows, kick them out of the Sabha." So when Ravana shouted like this, Malyavant just got up and left the Sabha. But Vibhishana continued. So that shows how much Vibhishana loved Ravana. Vibhishana continued. What did he say? "O Lord, Sumati kumati sabke ur rahi, Nath Puran nigam asakahi." O Lord, there is nobody in this world who is 100% pure. No. Sumati and Kumati is there in the hearts of everyone. Good thoughts and bad thoughts. These are there in the hearts of everyone. There is nobody who is absolutely free from Kumati. But then, Jahan Sumati Taha Sampati Nana. Those people who choose only their good thoughts and discourage their bad thoughts, function only according to their good thoughts, act in the world only according to their good thoughts, what happens to them? Taha sampati nana. All auspicious things happen to that person. Good things happen to that person. There is prosperity, peace, harmony. But those people, jaham kumati, taham bipati nidana. But those people who yield to their baser urges, negative, baser temptations, negative urges, those people who yield to them, act accordingly, there is only calamity, there is only suffering, destruction, pain. Oh dear brother, tava ura kumati basi vipirita. Unfortunately, your heart is filled with all kinds of negative emotions and you are acting accordingly. Friends, according to you, are foes and the enemies have become friends for you. Such a tragedy is what is happening in your life. Oh Lord, this unhealthy infatuation you have for Sita Mata, it will be the Kala Ratri for the demon race. You know what is Kala Ratri? The night of deluge, the night of pralaya. It is said that after that the whole world is destroyed. So this infatuation you have, it will only destroy the whole demon race. Tat charanagahi magahu rakahu muradular Sita dehu Rama kahu ahitana hoi tumar. Oh dear brother, O king, if you have even a little bit of love and affection for me, please listen to me. What is that? I fall down again and again at your feet and plead in front of you. Please give back Sita Mata. Then nothing bad will happen to you. So then what was the reaction of Ravana? Same reaction, no change. He said, "Oh fool, you are remaining here and praising my enemy. You eat food from here. You get everything from here and then you are appreciating my enemy. Tell me a person whom I have not conquered. I am the mightiest in this world and still you are praising my enemy. If you want to give advice, then get out of here. Don't remain here at all. Get out. All this advice, you give it to that tapasvi, ascetic." So even by mistake, you will find that from Ravana's mouth, Rama will not come. Even by mistake. He will use some term like ascetic, tapasvi and all that. So go there. And then saying this, Ravana kicks Vibhishana. Asukka he keen he charana prahara. He kicked him. But what was Vibhishana's attitude? Anujaga he pada barahi bara. Again and again. But Vibhishana never felt bad. He again fell at the feet of Ravana. So then, now the whole Tulsi Ramayana is being narrated by Lord Shiva to Parvati. So then Bhagavan said, Lord Shiva says, Uma, O Parvati, this is the lakshana of a santa, of a saintly person. Uma sant kai ihai badai, mand karat jo karai bhalai. This is the characteristic of a saintly person. What is the characteristic? He returns good for the evil. So even though Ravana was kicking Vibhishana, Vibhishana was again falling at the feet of Ravana. What did Vibhishana say? O Lord, Tumapi tu saris bhalai mohimara. You have all the right to kick me because you are a fatherly figure for me. Even if you kick me, that will only do good for me. That will only be auspicious for me. So therefore you have all the right to kick me. But oh dear brother, again I tell you, this is all what is good for you. Please surrender unto Bhagavan. But Ravana said, no, get out of here. So then Vibhishana comes out. But before coming, some 2-3 ministers also joined him. And then Vibhishana, while parting, he said this. What did he say? Ram Satya Sankalpa Prabhu Sabha Kala Basatori मैं रघुबीर शरण अब जाऊं देहु जनि खोय. At last time I am telling, O king, Ram Satya Sankalpa Prabhu. Bhagwan is Satya Sankalpa. Once he has taken a Sankalpa, a vow, a resolve, it will happen. And unfortunately I have to say, Sabha Kala Vasha, all these counselors and advisors, unfortunate to say, you are all Kala Vasha, you are all doomed to destruction. Nobody can save you. Your death has come. Main Raghubir Saranaba. Now I am going to take refuge at the lotus feet of the Lord. Now later, don't blame me. Many times what happens, people take this example of Vibhishana, how he cheated Ravana and shifted sides. Now if you see this portion, it's very clear that you can never blame Vibhishana. He tried his level best to put wisdom into Ravana, but he failed. So this example of Vibhishana shifting side cannot be used of, backstabbing, etc. No, not at all. Backstabbing is something where in front you smile and then you stab. That is not what is happening here. He tried his level best. Right. Okay. Now, As kahi chala Vibhishanu jabahi ayu heen bhaye sabutavi. The moment Vibhishana left Lanka, it is said that everybody there became ayuheen. All their lifespan ended. And then Lord Shiva says, Sadhu avagya turat bhavani karakalyan akhil ke hani. Hey Bhavani, the moment a noble person is disrespected, a holy person, sadhu avagya, is disrespected, humiliated, all auspiciousness go away. Disrespecting, humiliating, disregarding, ignoring a wise man, that is a way to attract all inauspiciousness to our life. Ravana jabahi Vibhishana tyaga. The moment Ravana abandoned Vibhishana, bhayahu bibhava binu tabahi abhaga. That very same moment, he lost all his glory, his majesty, his strength, his power, all blessings, auspiciousness, grace, whatever was there, everything he lost that very moment itself. Okay, now let us proceed along with Vibhishana. Where is Vibhishana going now? He is going to Bhagavan. So he is crossing the ocean. Now those Mayavis, they had the power to cross the ocean. So as Vibhishana was flying along with his ministers, what was his reaction? What was the, chain of thoughts which were passing through his mind? He was highly excited. Chalev harashi raghunayak pahi karat manorath bahu manumahi. So in his mind, he was fully excited, thinking of, something which was the most blessed moment in his life. So what was he thinking? Oh my God, I am so fortunate. I am going to see the lotus feet of the Lord. What is that lotus feet? So a big paragraph is given. That lotus feet, which is the greatest joy giver to all the devotees. That lotus feet which freed Ahalya from the sin. She had become a rock because of Gautama Rishi's curse. That lotus feet, touching which Ahalya became free from all sins. Those lotus feet which ran around and purified Dandakaranya, Dandaka forest. Those lotus feet which Sita Mata ever meditates in her heart. Those lotus feet which ran behind that golden deer. Those lotus feet which acts as a pair of lotuses in the Manasa lake of Lord Shiva, in the heart lake of Lord Shiva. And that lotus feet, whose padukas are worshipped by Bharata. I am going to have the darshan of those lotus feet. So with this feeling full of excitement, he finally reached the other shore. So moment he reached, naturally all the monkeys, they surrounded him. They saw him coming. Immediately the message was given to Sugreeva. Sugreeva immediately took the message to Bhagwan. O Lord, Ravana's brother has come. What are we supposed to do? So Bhagwan asked, dear friend, what do you say? What should we do? Sugreeva said, O Lord, we cannot trust these rakshasas. We don't know why they have come here. Maybe that he has come to take away all the secrets from here. We can't trust them. So therefore the best thing we can do is catch him, tie him down, imprison him. This is what we should do. We can't trust them. Bhagwan said, yes, Sugreeva, what you are telling is right. But Sakha niti tumani ki bichari mama pana sharanagata bhayahari. But Sugreeva, I have taken a vow. And what is that vow? Sharanagata bhayahari. Whoever surrenders unto me, I will make that person free of all fear. This vow I have taken. A similar verse we find in Valmiki Ramayana also. Sakrudeva prapannaya tavasmiti chayachate abhayam sarva bhutebhyo dadami tat vratam mama. Etat vratam mama. This is my vow. Sakrut eva prapannaya tava asmi iti cha yachate. If a person says, Bhagwan, I am yours, even once, if he says, and surrenders unto me, abhayam dadami, I make that person, that being, fearless. I give refuge to that person. After that, that person need not fear. I protect that person. This vow I have taken. So therefore, and when Bhagwan said this, Hanumanji was there. And he is the only one who knew who Vibhishana was. Others don't know. Suni Prabhu Bachana Harsha Hanumana Saranagata Bachala Bhagavana. And when Vibhishana, Hanumanji heard these words from Bhagwan, Hanumanji was so happy because he knew what is the nature of Bhagavan. Sharanagata Bachala. Now, this is a beautiful term in Bhakti Shastra. Sharanagata Vatsala. That is the Sanskrit. For people who surrender unto the Lord, Vatsala is a term used for calf. A newly born calf of a cow. So Bhagavan takes care of the devotee like a mother cow taking care of the calf. I don't know how many of you have seen, especially in the Indian villages, if you have grown up, you must have seen this scene. When the calf is born, how that cow licks and licks and licks and clean that calf, That calf is covered with that liquid and all that. It's a mess. Fallen, helpless, not even able to get up, not knowing where it is. That is the time this mother cow, that anxiety, that worry you must see in the eyes of that cow. that love, that affection, that anxiety, that fear, that concern, that is a sight to be seen. And then that mother licks and cleans that baby. She never thinks, oh, it is dirty, what should I do? My hand will get dirty, my tongue will get dirty. No. She is not like modern mothers. She completely forgets everything. That is called a Sharanagata Vatsala. So therefore, this particular aspect, all the saints have taken it. This is what Bhagavan becomes when a devotee surrenders unto Bhagavan. So in that mother cow you can see Bhagavan, a manifestation of that Lord, manifestation of that infinite unconditional love of that Lord. You can see that manifestation. That becomes an object of meditation for devotees. Right. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Matrurupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha. My prostration unto that Bhagavan who expresses as a mother. So this is the nature of Bhagavan. Our job is only to surrender. Then it is his job to ensure that all our kama, krodha, lobha, moha is wiped clean. He will do it. Only thing is, don't run away. As long as you are surrendered, the patient has to surrender to the doctor on the operation table. That's why they give anesthesia. The fellow cannot run away. So this is all what we need to do. Have I surrendered? Just remain surrendered. That's all we need to do. The rest, everything Lord will do. Teshamaham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha mai aveshita chetasam. Mayaveshita chetasam, those who have fixed their mind upon me. Even when pain is there, mind is upon the Lord. Even when disappointments are there, mind is upon the Lord. Now this is called a surrender. No complaining, no grumbling, no questioning. Bhagwan, whatever you are doing, that is the right thing. I don't know why it is right, but it is right. I am suffering, but what you are doing is right. I am failing, but what you are doing is right. I am sick, but what you are doing is right. I am miserable, but what you are doing is right. I have no complaint. This is called a Sharanagati. If you can do this, if you can ensure that the mind is ever at the feet of the Lord, no questioning, no complaining, cheerful acceptance, then the mind starts becoming pure. Bhagavan does everything. Teshamam samudharta. From where? Mrityu samsara sagarat. From this samsara sagara which is characterized by death. Bhagavan says, I lift them. Now see the term used, samudharta. Harta means lifting. Utharta means uplifting. Sam utharta. Sam means samyak, very well. Very well, carefully, with all tenderness, I lift that being. So the best example is how the mother cat lifts the kitten. Have you ever seen that? American children never understand what it is. Again, you have to go to the Indian villages. So mother cat, so many kittens are there. They just know only meow, meow, meow. That's all they know. So this mother cat finds out where is a place near earth, which is dark, warm, safe. Nobody comes there. And have you seen a mother cat catching a kitten? Where does it catch? Right here. You see? Here. So that is a place where the kitten doesn't feel pain. Kitten doesn't even know that I am being lifted. Very carefully, remember, with the very same teeth, she tears open a rat. But with that very same teeth, she is catching a kitten also, her baby. And how many times she changes, because she is concerned. Next day you will not find them in the hearth. You will find the terrace, inside some cardboard box, under that thermocol, very safe, warm, comfortable. So this is what Bhagavan does. That is called as Samudharta. Okay. So Hanumanji was so happy when he heard these words from Bhagavan. So then what happened? Then Bhagavan continued. Sugreeva, Koti viprabadha lag hi jahu, aaye sharan tajau nahi tahu. A person might have killed crores of holy men, meaning lot of sins, unthinkable sins, all kinds of crime he must have done, but with a change of heart, if he comes to me, I will never abandon him. Sanamukh hoi jeeva mohi jabahi, janma koti aghanasa tabahi. The moment a person even thinks of coming to me, that is the greatest auspicious moment in that person's life. Because the moment a person turns to me, that very same moment itself, all the sins which he has done in crores of births, they are destroyed. That transition, what is the transition? From world to God. From world dependence to God dependence. This is the transition. If that happens, bas, bach gaya. But then, Sugreeva, let me tell you one thing. What is that? Papavant kar sahaja subhavu, bhajana murte hi bhavana kahu. People who are papavant, impure-hearted, they will not find any interest in spirituality. This is a solid statement. What is said here? If a person's mind is not pure, that person will not feel like turning to God. Papavantakara sahaja subhav. That is natural to them. What? Going out, being extroverted, being sensuous. They will never feel like doing bhajan, doing meditation, coming for spiritual class. No. That mind will not have that pull, that attraction, that love, that longing. So here, this statement is not used to, rate others. Oh, this is a papa fellow, papi. Fellow doesn't come. Even though I call him, he'll never comes. That is not the purpose. Purpose is you look into your own mind, you will find this. Whenever the mind is rajasic or tamasic, you will not find any interest in spirituality. But when the mind is sattvic, you will find time for this. Isn't it? Papavanta means what? Rajas, tamas. A mind dominated by rajas and tamas. That is called as impure mind. So therefore, what should we do? Every time the mind is not interested in this, turning Godward, understand, mind is either in rajas or tamas. So what to do? Increase the sattvic content of the mind. More and more sadhana. So that's how the mind becomes more and more sattvic. Right. Just like I have given this example before also. Just like a rusted iron will not experience the pull of the magnet. The magnetic field is always there. But a rusted iron will not feel the pull. Who feels the pull? A pure iron. In the same way, pure mind alone feels a pull for spiritual pursuits. This is one of the tests to know in which state of mind I am in. It's a test. Do I feel like taking the name of the Lord? Do I feel like chanting His name, meditating upon Him? If I am not feeling it, understand mind is not pure. In such a moment, don't take major decisions in life. At least that much you do. When you are disconnected from God, at least do this. Don't take major decisions. Because in the end you will suffer. No God means no light. No light means there is only darkness. And in darkness, don't walk. Just be there. At least you will not fall. Papavantakara sahaja swabhavo bhajano morte hi bhavana kavo jope dushta hridaya soi hoi more sanamukh avaki soi. Sugreeva, the very fact that he has come, Vibhishana has come, that itself shows that his mind is pure. You think a wicked, crooked fellow will even come? The very fact that he has come shows that he has a pure heart. You see how Bhagavan is thinking. So therefore, extending the logic a little more, the very fact that you are all here listening to this Sunderkand, it means that our hearts are pure. Okay. It can be further purified. That is there. That is there. But we can congratulate ourselves silently. Thank you, Bhagavan, for at least giving me this purity, that I consider this as the highest priority in my life. Okay. Nirmal man jana so mohi pava mohi kapata chala chidra na bhava. Again, a very famous line in Sunderkand. Nirmal mana. Those people who have a pure heart, nirmal mana, that person definitely gains me. So mahipava. So the only qualification needed in the path of spirituality is, what is the qualification? Nirmal man. We are not asking whether you are a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. No. Male or female, gender, no. Caste, creed, nationality, religion, nothing doing. Only one thing. Do you have a pure mind? You will get it. Mohi kapata chala chidra bhava. There is one thing which I don't like. What is that? Crookedness, wickedness, dishonesty, all those kind of negativities. No. Meaning, such a person can never attain Bhagavan. In fact, any person who is having all these kind of things, crookedness, wickedness, dishonesty, etc., they will never be even attracted to the path of spirituality. That itself is the entrance test. That's why Puja Gurudev, all his yajnas are open air universities. Publicly he used to give Gita Jnana yajnas. So naturally people asked, Swamiji, you think all who are coming, they are deserving, qualified and all that? So Gurudev used to say, if a person is not qualified, either he will come and sleep, or he will just get up and walk away. So you don't have to do any extra kind of entrance test and all, not necessary. This itself is the test. Shruti Mata has her own ways of filtering people out. So this is absolutely true. So in the subjective world also we find this. Whenever the mind is impure, I am not attracted to spiritual ways. Right. Now Sugreeva. Now let us assume that this Vibhishana has come, as you say, he has come to spy, take away secrets from us. Even if, let us assume, just for argument's sake, even if we assume that way, there is nothing to worry. Our Lakshmana is here. He single-handedly can wipe out the entire demon race. So there is absolutely nothing to worry. So in both cases, let him be, let us ask him to come. Let us bring him. Sadhar tehi aage kari banar. So all of them went. Sugreeva, Hanumanji, all of them went. And then they went to Vibhishana. So asked him to walk in front. All of them came. And as now Vibhishana is coming. Okay. Now, the moment he saw the Lord, so there is a description. What happened to Vibhishana? He forgot to wink his eyes when he saw Bhagavan. Why? There was this embodiment of beauty that was in front of him. Long arms, shoulder like that of a lion, and that beautiful eyes and this and that. That form was absolutely beautiful. Even millions of Kamadevas will fail. That was the beauty of the Lord. And then what happened to Vibhishana? His eyes became filled with tears. Hair stood on end. Voice became choked. But with great difficulty, he controlled his emotion. And then he introduced himself. How did he introduce? Nath dasanan kar mein bhrata nisichar bamsa janam suratrata सहज पाप प्रियतामस देहा जथा उलूक हितम परनेहा. O Lord, this is me. Dasanana karme bhrata. I am the brother of Dachanana, Ravana, who is supposed to be your enemy. So I am the brother of your enemy, number one. Which Vamsha? Not Devata Vamsha. Nishichara Vamsha. Born in Rakshasa Vamsha. Demon. O Lord, and who are you? Suratrata. You are the protector of the Devatas, protecting from demons. And I am born in such a demon race. Sahaja Papa Priya. Committing Papa, it is there in our blood. It is our swadharma. Just like heat is the swadharma of fire, sweetness is the swadharma of sugar, papa is the swadharma of we people. Sahaja papa priya. Tamasa deha. What kind of body? Tamasic body, not sattvic. So therefore absolutely unfit to come even near you. Jatha uluka hit tamaparaneha. O Lord, we love darkness. We love darkness like uluka, like an owl. Our nature is like that of owl. Owl loves darkness, runs away from light. In the same way, rakshasas like us. We love the darkness of ignorance. So therefore, when I look at me, I am absolutely unqualified for blessings, for grace, for your love, for your compassion, but Bhagavan. Shravana sujasu suniyayahu Prabhu bhanjana bhava bhir Trahi trahi arati harana Sarana sukhadar raghubir. But Bhagavan, I have heard the holy fame of yours. So yes, I have heard. Who are you? Prabhu Bhanjana Bhavabhir. You are the one who destroys the fear of Bhava, samsara, transmigration. You are the one who gives joy to the ones who surrender unto you. Arati Harana removes all distress, suffering. So therefore, Bhagavan, I have heard your holy fame. great fame that you are this. So therefore, when I look at myself, I have some hope. Looking at myself, I have absolutely no hope. Now only hope is this, that anyone who surrenders unto you, you will never turn that person away. You accept that person unconditionally. This is my only hope. So therefore, Asakahi karat dandavat dekha. What did Vibhishana do? Bhagavan, trahi trahi. Protect me, save me. So saying, what did Vibhishana do? Did a dandavat namaskar. The moment Bhagavan saw this, what did he? Turat uthe Prabhu harsh vishesha. Bhagavan immediately got up. Vishesh harsh also was there in his heart. Special joy, delight. Bhagavan was so happy seeing him, listening to his words of full of humility, full of surrender. Bhagavan was extremely pleased. Immediately he got up. Deena vachana suni Prabhu mana bhava. Bhagavan was completely conquered by his humble words. Bhuja bisal gahi hridaya lagava. Immediately lifted him, hugged him. Anuj sahit mili thig baithari. Bole vachana bhagat bhayahari. And then he made Vibhishana sit next to him, along with Lakshmana. You see, the same thing had happened with Hanumanji also, isn't it? Hanumanji's words also were the same. Trahi, trahi. Same words are used here. So this is what we have to do as a devotee. What? Surrender unto Bhagavan. So we had discussed in detail from dasoham to soham. Dasoham is something which we have to practice. Soham is the grace and blessings of the Lord, that experience. We cannot, we can't demand it. We can only prepare for it. We can't demand. How do we prepare ourselves? By cultivating dasoham. Then Bhagavan's grace descends. That is the philosophical meaning of this. So then Bhagavan made him sit next to him and then spoke these words. What are those words? Kahu Lankesh. How did he address Vibhishana? He didn't say Kahu Vibhishana. No, Lankesh. O King of Lanka, tell me, how is everything? Sahita Parivara, your family, etc. How is everything? Kusala Kuthahar Basa Tumara. My God, your stay in that. Indeed, it is terrible, the place where you were staying. Khal Mandali Basahu Dinarati Sakha Dharma Nibahai Kahi Bhati. But I am indeed in wonder. You are day and night staying in that vicious surrounding. Kusanga, Dusanga. In spite of that, how is that you are able to maintain this noble character? No, Bhagavan, I am an embodiment of all evil. No, Vibhishana, मैं जाना हूँ तुम्हारी सब रीति. I know you very well. Atinaya nipunana bhava aniti. I know everyone in and out. You are an embodiment of all noble virtues. My question to you, how do you remain so pure, even in such an impure surroundings? That definitely deserves appreciation. See, being good amidst good people is very easy. But being good, being pure, being godly amidst worldly people, oh my God, it's not easy. Baru bhala baas narak karatata Dushta sanga jane devidhata. It is far better to reside in hell than to be amidst worldly people. Kusang. Oh my God, what a comparison. It is far better to be in hell than amidst worldly people. Dushta Sangha. Now, how can we understand this? You see, what happens in hell? You will not gain punya, but your papa is reduced. Because any suffering reduces papa. Any suffering purifies the soul. So in a way, hell purifies us. But what happens in Dushta Sangha? Not only that you are not doing punya, you are only doing papa. So what is happening? Papa is increasing. So therefore, which is better? In Naraka, papa is decreasing. In Dushta Sangha, papa is increasing. So what Bhagavan told was 100% right. It is far better to be in hell. But what is the best? Be in satsanga, okay? Satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti. See, satsanga is the best, no doubt. But when you don't get satsanga, among hell and dusanga, let us not have an option in the first place. So nowadays, because of technology, even in hell you can have satsanga. YouTube is there, you can just... all nice talks are there. You can always expose them. So no excuse in Kali Yuga. In all other yugas you can give excuse. Not in this yuga. In a way, Kali Yuga is a Satya Yuga. If you really make use of technology. Isn't it? So, then what Bhagavan says? Okay. So then Vibhishana says, Bhagavan, you are absolutely right. But now I have nothing to worry. Now that I have seen your lotus feet, there is nothing to worry. Now Vibhishana makes a very important, very nice statement. तब लगी कुशल न जीव कहूँ सपने हो मन विश्राम जब लगी भजत न राम कहूँ शोक धाम तजि काम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. What he said here, तब लगी कुशल न जीव कहूँ. As long as a person is in this state, there is no kushala, there is no auspiciousness. Sapnehu mana vishram. Even in his dream, he cannot take rest. When is it? Shoka dhama taji kam. As long as he has kama, worldly desire. What is worldly desire? Shoka dhama. Kama equal to shoka dhama. Define kama. Shoka dhama. Shoka dhama means what? Dhama means abode. Shoka means sorrow, an abode of sorrow. Worldly desires equal to an abode of sorrow. Bas. As long as a person is entertaining these worldly desires, there is no way in which that person can ever have peace. And as long as a person has not turned to God, worldly desires will continue. Jab lagi bhajat na Ram kahun. It's a great truth of this world. What is my desire? Am I desiring God or am I desiring world? Worldly desire? Fine. Shokadham. Be ready for it. The whole of BMI chart is nothing but this. What are you desiring? The world of OET or the world of Om? The moment you desire OET, what happens? You will have to be given a BMI, body, mind, intellect. You will become a PFT, the embodied soul, packed in the BMI, perceiver, feeler, thinker, and you will run around objects, emotion, thoughts. So what is this karma? That V is the karma. You see, V, the arrow is downwards, you see. V means what? Down. Right. The whole of BMI is put in one word. As long as the desires are worldly, come back to the world. You are asking, Bhagavan, I don't want you, I want the world. Bhagavan says, Tathastu. Bhagavan, I want you. Fine, come to Om. Remain in Om, that's it, over. No more rebirth, redeath. Right, so Bhagavan, now that I have attained you, Happa, thank you. So now what happens? Now there is a description of the nature of Bhagavan. So till now we have seen the nature of devotee and devotion. Now the nature of Bhagavan is being described. That we will see tomorrow. You see this Shokadham, where have you heard in Bhagavad Gita? Somewhere, do you remember anything? 8th chapter, listeners. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam. That dukkhalayam ashashvatam is Shokadhama here. You see? Tulsi Ramana is nothing but essence of Vedanta, Upanishad, Gita. Right. Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Mana Mukuru Sudhari Bharanau Raghubara Bimala Jasu Jodayaku Phalachari Buddhihina Tanu Janike Sumirau Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesa Bikar Jai Hanuman Gyan Guna Sagar Jaya Kapi Satihu Loka Uja Ramaduta Atulita Baladhama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahabhira Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi Kanchana Barana Biraja Subesa Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa Hatha Vajra Aur Dhwaja Biraje Kandhe Munj Janeyu Saje Sankar Suvana Kesari Nandana Teja Pratap Maha Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur Ram Kaj Karibe Ko Prabhu Charitra Sunibe Ko Rasiya Ram Lakhana Sita Man Basiya Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siyahi Dikhava Vikata Rupa Dhari Bhima Rupa Dhari Asura Samhare Ramachandra Ke Kaj Samare Laye Sajivana Lakhana Jiyaye Shri Raghubir Harashi Urlai Raghupati Kinhi Bahut Badai Tum Mama Priya Bharata Hi Samabha Sahas Badana Tum Haro Jas Gave अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिस, जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहांते, कभी कोवित कहि सके कहांते, तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपद, तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर, प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे, सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को, आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कापे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन, चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा, है पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई, और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छोट ही बंदी महासुख होय, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महडेर, की जय नाथ। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्, असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.